Good days, DIY. Today we're inside our car. Both of the windows and the sunroof are closed. I just noticed that the buttons for selecting which air duct should be open, the only thing that's blowing is here in front. I cannot select for the windshield, low level, bi-level, and I just taped in something here in front of the vent, so it will represent the movement when the air is coming out. And then while I push the buttons here, it should correspond to the vent that should be blowing the air out. Now I will just turn on the ignition, the on position, and then now I will just try to select this one and then turn the fan on. You see that the movement of this indicator, or the paper that I just taped in, it means that the front are blowing, and I can feel it on that side too, and I can feel it on this side. But if I select the low level, this one is still blowing. If I put this one on the windshield, and that is still blowing. It doesn't matter if the car is running or not. That's the fan, and this not even moving. Okay, in order for us to fix that, it's either we replace the climate control, or we can try to see and resolder the connector, the wiring harness that goes to this climate control. And then now I will show you how to remove this bezel and the climate control out, so we can resolder the connectors. If that doesn't work, then we definitely have to replace the climate control. But since we already have this existing climate control, I think this is the cheapest route to do first. All right, stay tuned. In order for you to remove the bezel, you want to have a pry tool, or a plastic pry tool preferably. And then once you remove the bezel, the next thing that we're going to be doing is to remove 4 of the screws on the side. Okay, for easier access, we'll just remove the radio. This one is held by several screws on each side. It's supposed to be 2 holding each side, but I only got 1 on each. Once you remove the screw that's securing this radio mount, you just pull this one out. Wow, we got some CDs. For now, I will just remove the radio and antenna. As far as the climate control goes, you have some plugs here at the back that you can remove. These are the 2 plugs that you want to remove, a brown one and a green one. And then after that, you also want to remove this cable. And then don't forget to return back this retainer later once we're ready to put it back. And then after removing this bracket, you can now go ahead and lift this slider up. Once you lift the selector arm, it will give enough clearance for the head of the cable to slide out. So basically, if you have a known good climate control for a 5th gen Prelude, you can stop here and now replace this unit. But for the purpose of this video, see if we can resolder the connectors. The next thing that we're gonna be doing is to remove both of this button for the sliders. So you just want to get a small screwdriver and then gently pry it out. Then after that would be all the bulbs. So you have one here. You can just use a flathead screwdriver. Turn it counterclockwise, and then you can pull the bulb out. So that's one, and then you also have 2 more here on the top. And then after removing all the bulbs, now you want to remove several screws. Let's start here on the side. So you have here this one, two, third. And then now we can remove this piece. This is your fan speed selector. And then eventually you'll be able to pull this one out. You want to remove this one screw. And then now you can pull the entire circuit board out. And then after removing the circuit board, these are all the leads that we need to solder. Now you just want to use your soldering iron and reflow all of these pins. After cleaning our solder joint with just isopropyl alcohol, now we're ready to put this back to its housing. Now we're ready to put back our climate control. Everything is just the reverse order. Okay, after reinstalling back your climate control, now we want to test it. let's turn on the ignition. Okay, the fan on the front vent is working. Now let's put just the bottom part. Okay, the bottom part is working. The vent here on top is off. Now let's try bottom and the windshield. Okay, the bottom part is still working. Vent or the windshield is also working now. And then now just the windshield itself. There you go. So that one is significantly stronger. And that's how you fix your climate control. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any updates that I'll do with this Prelude. And thank you for all our new subscribers.